Okay. Let's look at mission list. Do we have anything else? Mission completed, return to contact. Okay. So, let's go and talk to Juan first. Turn on the super jump. Remember to turn on the super jump. Now, each of the travel powers, this is an interesting thing, each of the travel powers has advantages and disadvantages. Being able to teleport, for example, is the fastest, but it's also the most complicated and the shortest range. Let me look at this real quick. Okay, I need to go to Genevieve Sanders first, and then Vic Johansson second, before I go to anybody else. I'm going to clear out. Okay. Let's go to Samuel Pierce. Anyway, it's a thing. What I was talking about. The next fastest is super jump, or super speed rather. Super speed is the fastest, followed by teleport, then super jump, then flight. But flight is the most useful, and super speed is the least useful. Okay. Shauna Stockwell gave us her phone number. Sandra Costell and Ted Cord, and these three are all in Atlas Park. So, let us go to Atlas Park. Okay. Alright. I can't believe this. The skulls are trying to act like they're out to help everyone. Bill writes these guys are nothing but death-worshipping drug dealers. I don't know who they're trying to fool, but we aren't going to let them get away with it. I'll even help you take them on. I'll personally drag each of them over to the Zig. The Zig is the prison. If they think they can take advantage of Hyperion Way. Sorry, things like this make me so angry. Ice-Drone using the people for his agenda against the government. The Skulls using the people for who knows what. We need to do something about this. Okay, there we go. And next we're doing Ted Cord. He's way the heck over there. But anyway, I tend to get the travel. You know, I know players who are like, well, you know, of course I got this power because it's useful. I don't get powers for their use. I get, you know, I'm an old-fashioned kind of person, and I tend to get powers because it's like, oh hey, does that power match the idea of the character? The security force sends their thanks. Good work. Bill of Rights. It won't be easy to clean up King's Row, but with your help we have a much better chance of success. You show a lot of promise. I wish Paragon City had more heroes like you. My researchers have just churned out some new gadgets. I'd like you to be the first benefit. You run into trouble, just call. Yeah, he just let me access his store, basically. And then there's Twin Shot. Now, amazingly enough, I'm going to have to go back to King's Row after I talk to her. You know, as with all MMO games, there is definitely a run here, talk to this person, do this kind of feeling to it. Okay. So, Genevieve Sanders and Vic Johansson were the two contacts that I hadn't talked to build my mission list last time, so now I'm going and doing that right now. So, King's Row. Alright, here we go. Genevieve Sanders is over by the hospital. Leaping tall buildings with a single bound. Doc Turbo. That's a cool one. I have to admit that I do love looking at other people's characters just to see what they've come up with. Though, as a comic book nerd, a lot of times I'm sometimes so disappointed. It's like, okay, so you just hit the random button on your character, didn't you? Okay, can you spare a moment for a good cause? Ask about available missions. The Hellions have been found with a lot of stolen artifacts lately. Some of them are carrying quite powerful corrupting. I want you to hit the streets if you can wrest some of these artifacts from the Hellions. The security chief for Perez Park. I'm not ready to go to Perez Park. Not yet. I know that, it's like, oh yeah, you can go to Perez Park. Not yet, I can't. Not if I don't want to get the crap beat out of me. Okay. Here's the thing. King's Row is all about skulls. I have no idea where I would find 10 Hellions except in Atlas Park, and they're going to be very low level compared to me. Of course, I could always go to freaking... I could always go to Perez Park. Alright. Vic Johansson. He's over here. Yeah, okay, I might end up having to go to Perez Park anyway. Ask about available missions. The doctors over at Chiron Medical Center want some more data on these mysterious lost. If we can find out what happened to those homeless people, we may be able to help them. I need you to hit the streets and defeat a few lost. Take some blood samples, bring the data back to me. And the security chief for Perez Park has asked for me, but I know what he wants me to do. I don't... Okay, you know what? I'll just do it. I'll just do it. That's okay. So, who's next on the list? Juan Jimenez, give me his phone. You ready for some excitement? The Skulls are planning to move on a Hellions hideout in an abandoned office building. I need someone to break up that gang fight, but watch out. Once you show up, the Skulls and the Hellions will find you a common enemy. I will take that mission. I hear the Hellions have some valuable artifacts stored in that hideout. Bring them back if you can. Your only real objective is to stop the fight. If you can prevent the artifacts from being destroyed, I'll be much obliged to you. Okay. Now, let's see, who's next in line? Samuel Pierce. There are definitely some events that need you on the guest list. Okay. My sources have been reporting a strange trend lately in the latest round of Vazalok kidnappings. It seems they're targeting particular individuals. I want you to hit the streets and defeat as many Vazalok as you can find. Okay. Let's see. How many's that? 1, 2, 3, 4? Yeah, I can get more. Hey, what's up? You mentioned that Jones was talking to someone on the phone about a shipment. I heard about the Skulls expecting a big shipment from one of my sources. I'm going to talk to her and see if I can get some more details. In the meantime, Genevieve called, says she has some more information about where more Super Edine dens could be located. Talk to your source, I'll handle the Skulls. Okay, the skulls are cold-blooded killers. Remember that when you're dealing with them. They are more than just nihilists. They actually believe they can conquer death by becoming one with it. Freaky deaky. Okay. Now, I think it's Tony Cord now. Is it Tony Cord? Sandra Costell. Okay. Let's see what we can do for the people here. Something isn't right with the skulls. It's starting to make sense. Let me explain. Some of the people I've treated here say they've been hearing of another way around all this, that someone else is willing to take care of them. I also haven't seen those same people for a few days. I don't think it's a coincidence. They've probably gone off and joined the skulls, but as much as I want to hate them, I can't. They're being used. All they want is some safety and security, but the skulls aren't going to be the ones giving it to them. We have to try and find out what the skulls are up to. Okay. And let's see. Are you ready to do some business? Yes. The clockwork scavenging is becoming a real problem in King's Row. Those little metal menaces are taking street lamps, sewer grates, and everything else they can get. Need you to discourage the clockwork in scavenging King's Row. Or the clockwork have taken over warehouse in King's Row, and it's the one that the skulls claim is on their turf. You have to get the clockwork out of that warehouse before the skulls get involved. I'll do this one. Okay, and next is Twin Shot. And Twin Shot is going to say, looks like you're juggling a lot of hot potatoes. If hot potatoes were missions for other people, is what I'm saying. Wow, I think I just made Dillo sound coherent. Come back when you've got less things on your plate. I might have a better, catchier saying. No promises. Alright, so I have my roster of missions. The first one is defeat 10 Hellions. And then there's talk to the security chief. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do both of them at the same time. But it involves going back to Atlas Park. So that's what I will do. Yeah, I love how the skulls are like, oh, it looks like the circus is in town, and I'm like, you've got a skull mask on your face. Who were you to tell me about circuses? Okay. Now, where is... Yeah, this. Okay, he's over there? Alright, good. Da 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 da. Just, I meant to say this earlier. Okay, take this briefing seriously. I need you to deal with some of the Circle of Thorns mystics that have been plaguing the area. Try looking for them in Bettis Hills. Yeah, they're not in Bettis Hills. Where they are is in the park itself, in the maze-like park. And generally they are 1 to 2 levels higher than I am, but that's okay. I'm going to do this anyway. Now, Perez Park is a hazard zone. Hazard zones were designed to be more dangerous than your average area. This is technically the second hazard zone you encounter. This guy, as you can see, he's the same level as me, but he's a boss, so this is going to be a bit of a fight. But I'm still going to get him. As long as the rubber banding doesn't hurt. Now, you notice that I'm not hitting him as often. And he's doing a lot of damage to me. Yeah. this person can sell me inspirations. There we go. But anyway, the bad guys do show up in larger groups than normal here. And, you know, these are not that bad. But some groups can be really overwhelming. And you have to be careful. Because even as tough as I am, I can overextend myself. Of course, the more I succeed, the easier it gets because there's fewer bad guys to fight. Okay, and I just need one more Hellion. But I also need to rest a little bit. Because I'll be honest, these guys are capable of taking me down in large enough numbers. I'm not that high at not that high a level yet. So let's see. Let's add to my damage. Go in, and I'm going to take on the lieutenant first because, well, he's a lieutenant. Okay. Now, technically, my mission is, or at least this mission, is already successful. So what I'm going to do, now that I've defeated my 10 Hellions, is I'm going to go over here and refill my inspirations. Because the next fight that I have in PEREZ Park, if you notice, is abandoned completely. My next fight is going to be a lot tougher.